this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your November 2018 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising signs. So Leo, for this reading, I'm using the Mystic Dreamer Tarot deck, along with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, and then I also will be pulling you a Romance Angel Oracle card. All right, so the overall energy for you guys for the month of November is the Six of Swords. Okay, so let's see here, Leo. Very interesting. So the Six of Swords is all about forward movement, moving away from challenges. Sixes represent balance and harmony. So moving towards a lighter energy. Some of you could be physically moving, physically traveling here in November. Maybe you're moving house, or maybe you're changing jobs. We have the Six of Swords underneath it. Wow, Two of Pentacles, the Devil. So maybe the sign of Capricorn is significant. And then we also have Three of Cups. So that's quite the combination, Leo. So some of you, maybe you were dealing with like a three-party situation, but you're maybe over it. You could be moving on, moving forward. Right at the center, we have the Two of Cups. And this is energy you're experiencing right at the start of the month. I have the Two of Cups crossed by the Five of Cups. So you guys do have some emotional energy here right at the start of the month. So this could be an emotional time for you, an emotional move. We see you moving on, we see you moving forward with the Six of Swords. And so there definitely could be some Leos that maybe you're leaving a relationship, especially with the Five of Cups here. So maybe leaving a relationship. And you know, we just had the Three of Cups, we had the Devil. There could be some Leos that you're leaving someone for someone else, or you're involved in a situation like that. Someone could be leaving who they're with for you, or something like that. The Five of Cups energy is a very doubtful, pessimistic energy. It can represent loss and heartache, but for me, it's also a very pessimistic energy, a very doubtful energy, an emotional energy. You can see how she's facing the cups that have spilled. And so there's a need to change what you're focused on. Those of you that are already partnered, a relationship could be growing, it could be maturing, you could be taking it to the next level, but you know, for some of you, maybe you're having your doubts, or maybe it's taking a little bit longer. There's this, you know, pessimistic, doubtful sort of energy here. There's emotional energy here. So just take caution with that. Some of you could have gotten into a relationship, you know, a little quickly here, because at your foundation, I have the Ace of Wands. And, you know, with the Two of Cups here, absolutely could have gotten into a new relationship. For some of you, maybe very quickly. It could be a very passionate relationship. The Ace of Wands can represent that spark, that passion, that desire, that physical, very romantic relationship here with the Ace of Wands. For other Leos, this is an exciting new beginning with the Ace of Wands, a new adventure, a new beginning. Could be anything. It could be a project, a new job, a home. Those of you that are partnered and you're in a good place, you know, maybe you and your partner are trying to move house, or you and your partner are trying to conceive, you and your partner are trying to do something, but maybe it's just taking some time. So needing to stay positive here if you and your partner are trying to manifest, because we do have the very early stages of a new beginning here at your foundation, Leo. Two of Swords in the recent past. Maybe you guys felt stuck. Two of Swords energy. Some of you could have felt stuck, or maybe even at a crossroads trying to maybe make a decision. Two of Swords energy, though, you can see here how she's blindfolded. There's the need to listen to your intuition. Sometimes when we're very emotional, you know, that's a hindrance. Here with the Two of Swords for me can be a card of non-action, you not knowing what you should do, you hesitating. And so some of you could have put something off, or maybe a decision was needed here in the recent past. But crowning you here right at the start of the month, we do have the Magician. So this is very good. We have the very early stages of something you're manifesting with the Ace of Wands at your foundation. And now we have the Magician crowning you, which is a very creative energy. It's an empowered energy. Some of you could have felt stuck previously. But here, now in November, you know, you're manifesting. Very creative energy. You already have everything you need to be successful. Now, what's coming up here around the second week in the near future, we have the Hermit. So very interesting. You might be spending some time alone here at this time. The Hermit for me is a very independent energy. So some of you that are leaving a relationship, you know, you might be spending some time alone here around the second week. Those of you that are partnered, Virgo, very significant. I have a few cards here, not just the Hermit. I have a few cards here for me that represent the sign of Virgo. So Virgo energy, very significant for some of you. You could be manifesting with a Virgo, getting to know a Virgo. Maybe you're already involved with a Virgo, but you have this emotional, very doubtful energy. So again, maybe you guys are trying to conceive, or maybe you guys are trying to move house, trying to do something here, but needing to stay optimistic. Definitely needing to listen to your intuition when it comes to, you know, things that are going on for you here in November, in the recent past, in the near future. There's definitely a need for you to trust your intuition here at this time, Leo. And in the position of your power, I have Death. So this is a very powerful energy. So energy around the third week, this is a very, very powerful energy. So Death obviously can represent endings and new beginnings. If there is something that's ending, there's always a new beginning. Or something that's going through a great change. Something's transforming, it'll never be the same. And so a relationship could be transforming. Again, you know, maybe some of you left a relationship, you could be getting into a new relationship, but it might come after a period of you needing to be alone with the Hermit energy. Some of you need to be alone. That's what's being advised. In the position of how those around you, friends, family, your significant other, how they're viewing you, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which, you know, she's a well-rounded woman. Some of you might have Earth in your chart. Others, you know, she's someone who will take care of the home, the family, but also she can be, you know, the one who's very, very focused on her business, her career, finances. And so this is how you're being viewed here at this time around the third week. And so some of you changing jobs. If you're a business owner, your business could be going through, you know, some changes here at this time. Yeah, some of you could definitely be like expanding your business. Some of you are maybe moving house. And then in the hopes and fears, we have the Six of Pentacles, which could be you hoping for a loan to come through if you are purchasing a house, hoping on receiving some sort of help or some sort of assistance. That can be financially, but not always. Also receiving, hearing something, receiving some sort of help or some sort of assistance here. This is what you're hoping for. Also, you know, it's the second six that you have here. Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles. I think that in October, maybe you felt stuck, or you could have felt like things were out of balance. And so, you know, hoping to feel more balanced here at this time, or just the energy to balance out here. And then energy that you're leaving the month of November with and going into December, we actually have Temperance. which does speak about balance. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. And so Temperance for me is a powerful healing and spiritual energy. Some of you definitely could be dealing with divine timing, things happening slowly but surely. If there was a loss of some kind for you, Leo, here at the end of the month, you know, your emotions are more balanced, stable. Could definitely be healing from something, Leo. But also Temperance. Temperance is someone who's trying to make something work. So, you know, if your relationship, you know, is going through some changes, and even if you guys take a break from one another, let's say around the 2nd week, it might be for the best here, because with Death, your relationship could be undergoing some great changes. And here, you know, everything does happen for a reason. And with Temperance, maybe you guys are coming back together, but you're coming back together stronger, better because of this break. So yeah, I think that overall it's going to be a good month for you. Some of you, there's definitely that need to kind of surrender and give it to God. Surrender and just have faith. Needing to stay optimistic. Something has already started. For those of you that it's not on the relationship front, it could be a project. It could be something that you and your partner are trying to manifest. Needing to stay positive when it comes to that. Needing very much to listen to your intuition. But let's see here. I will clarify this 5 of Cups for Leo. Looking at the 5 of Cups. Clarifying the 5 of Cups for Leo. You know, for some of you, this is energy that I feel like you've brought into November from October. So something could have happened. You know, I feel like for some of you, this is lingering a little bit. It's not going to be there the entire month, especially with the 6 of Swords as the overall energy. This is energy that you're kind of leaving behind. I feel like this 2 of Swords energy, this 5 of Cups energy, this is all in the past. Some of you are definitely moving away from this emotional energy. I mean, very interesting. Looking at the 5 of Cups, I have Temperance again now. Temperance, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. So we have quite a few 2s that keep popping up. And so 2s represent partnerships, but also decisions that are significant. 2 of Pentacles for me sometimes can be someone who's on like an emotional roller coaster. You know, emotional highs, lows, emotionally all over the place. But here again, by the end of the month, for many of you, those emotions have stabilized. You know, you're feeling much more balanced emotionally, definitely. If you were having difficulties with making a decision, some of you, again, you need to kind of like give it to God, surrender. 4 of Pentacles can speak about letting go, being more flexible. For some of you, that's what's needed. For others, you know, I think that you and your partner are trying to manifest, but there's just the need to be patient. You do have some pretty powerful energies that are coming through. And so with Death, you are going through great change. But with Temperance, you know, it's a process. It's maybe happening a little bit slower than you'd like. But now I am going to pull you an overall guidance card for the month of November, Leo. What does Leo need to know? Additional guidance for Leo for the month of November. Leo. Very interesting. And then I'm also pulling you a Romance Angel Oracle card, but as always, over on Vimeo, I do have the Love Tarot forecast for the month of November posted over there if that's something that you're interested in. That link is below. All right, looking at love and relationship matters for Leo for the month of November. You know, and if you were a Leo that was maybe possibly juggling 2 different relationships, it might be the time to let go of one of them. But obviously that is just for a handful of you. All right. Interesting. So I want the card that's upright. That is that one right there. Very interesting. But I do feel the need to check out the bottom of the deck, Leo, and it is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So, you know, that's exactly what I've been saying, especially those partnered Leos. There's a need for you to stay positive. I think you and your partner maybe have been trying to conceive, or you're trying to start something or manifest something together, which, you know, it's already begun with the Ace of Wands at your foundation. It could have just been the idea of something, but it's the very early stages. So needing to have faith with that, needing to stay optimistic for those of you that this is, you know, relationship matters that are significant for you here in November. The overall guidance card is Fire Guardian, Ignite Your Passions. And so that's very interesting. I believe Taurus or one of the earth signs had the same guidance card. And so here, you know, we have this Queen of Pentacles. And so you, Leo, might have earth in your chart. And you might have received this card twice, but ignite your passions. And so go after what it is that you desire most of all. You have this energy with you and you have everything you need to be successful. So some of you, you know, go after what it is that you truly desire. It is a good time for manifesting, but, you know, also keep in mind that, you know, something might need time to grow. So needing to be patient with it, but still go after what it is that you truly desire. Now, love and relationship advice, we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So that's quite interesting. And so, yeah, you know, if you are not the emotional one, Leo, for those partnered Leos, if you're not the emotional one here in November, your partner could be very emotional. Your partner could rely on you, could be dependent on you in some way. And so, you know, maybe if you can somehow work on that here in November, because that's not always obviously good for a relationship. There definitely could be some Leos with the Hermit energy here around the second week. You could be going off wanting to spend some time alone. And we also do have stay optimistic about your love life. So when it comes to your relationship, needing to stay positive, some of you are dealing with maybe a codependent sort of situation. Yeah, so very interesting, Leo. I think that overall, you know, it's going to be a very good month for you. Something has already begun. Go after it. You have great energy here to work with. And then we do have death coming up here around the third week, which is a very powerful energy. So I hope that you found this reading helpful, Leo. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you guys a great month.